again after fucking
after a month.
After a long fucking time. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we back again. I mean, our lives are crazy though. We got a lot of stuff going on.
It's been a month of grinding, so welcome back to the channel.
Yeah.
We here to drop some more bombs about some mental health for you guys and girls out there, and let's get to it. So
yeah.
You know what's going on, so let them know what we're trying to get into today, I guess.
So, because we lost someone recently and kind of heard it, we figured talking about mental health and grieving would be a good topic to talk about, because we know everybody goes through some form of grieving and stuff like that. So I mean, it's not always about losing someone close to you, even though like that's
one of the biggest ones, I guess.
Yeah,
as
what
people
grieve,
I know for
like the most.
Yeah.
But it could be a lot of things. It could be losing your job,
losing a friendship.
You just grieve over things like a loss of something, just anything.
Something that's like instant and boom, just hit you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Alter your mood, alter your mindset.
Not all the time, because I mean, some people that grieve, it doesn't hit them to after the fact also. So
that's
some people
don't. You see in funerals, it happens
right,
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
People would sit there and just be kind of like in a state of shock, and then they'll wake up out of. I know it happened, to people close to us, and they'll wake up later and you're like, oh snap, it finally hit them, I guess, and it's just like boom, and that's a sudden wave of grief, and people all handle it differently. Going throughout their days. Right. Some people don't show it like others. Some people could show it more. Some people you don't even know if they're grieving or not. You just look at them like,
some
I hope
people
this person's okay. Damn.
Some people don't even like to let people know that they're grieving, which is
because they're always. I see people like that, and they just want to be strong for others.
Yeah.
I guess or not.
And
if somebody trying to talk about it, they try to like stay away from it. Like
right, it's good in some shape or way, but like
you grieve how you grieve.
True, but I feel like talking about it, it kind of helps the person. Like you don't want to sit there with something so long and so much is eventually gonna blow up. You know how people always say like, you're gonna have to talk about something. You're gonna blow up one day, but like I believe that. I honestly believe that.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Some people do get mad like that.
I don't want to talk about it. It's done.
Yeah, but
like,
I mean,
I want to hear it.
Yeah, and it's okay. I mean, it's nothing against those people. I'm not saying you fucking dumb or something like that. It's just, I feel like, talking helps. Talking about anything in life helps. But we're not going to get into that. It's just about, mental health.
About grieving. And like you saying, our thing today is like, we want to just express how it's not only about when you lose someone, but, it's even something that was just close to like a friendship that was broken. Like I was saying, because a lot of people lose that a marriage.
Yeah.
Like a big relationship to you. It could also be like losing, like going through like a bad financial hardship. Let's say somebody lost their house, they went bankrupt, and they're just down bad. You know what I mean? Like they've been out of work for a couple months. They're down bad. They will grieve.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just speak a little bit about that. Maybe a couple topics. Especially like he said, we recently lost one of our beloved aunts, and that definitely was like, it's always big when you go to attend something like that and realize like this person's actually missing out your life now, and such a sweet day.
It's crazy. So that is a crazy thing.
It's a crazy thing. It will really change a family. It will really change a person.
Yeah.
And it changes life from that moment on, from when it happens, and you
100%.
wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't expect it. Sometimes it'd be the most kindest people to leave too early, and that one hurts.
Some people would go to the extent to be like, they didn't deserve it. This person did it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're right, but I mean, you don't want to wish death on us.
So we here living today. So we thank God we woke up today. So let's express some things. Let's talk about some things today, and hopefully to help others and help ourselves as well.
Yeah. So to understand grieving too, I'm sure a lot of people understand that there's 5 stages to grieving. So it's like what is it? Denial. I forget what it was. I got you. Hold on. Like I always say, I always take notes. I mean, I like to understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to just sit up here and talk shit and people are like, what the fuck is he talking about? No, I got you.
Let's do some research.
So it's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So the 5 stages.
Acceptance probably will be the biggest one for me.
Yeah, some
it's
people
like my denial and acceptance will go together.
Yeah, some people don't accept. Like they can go their whole life not accepting. I mean, they don't want to accept what happened, how it happened.
That's a hard one because it's like, how can you live your life without accepting it? And it's like, you probably gonna have that void inside your chest for so long. And it's like, how do you move on from
We see a lot of old heads like that. A lot of old heads like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck that baby. My wife died 20 years ago. Like, we met some people like that. Like, it's crazy. Like, it be like that. You know, you never accept it, and you hate everybody and hate everything. But, you know, you gotta find a way to accept it. Because it's gonna mess with you. It's definitely gonna mess with you mentally. I mean,
yeah, like when you got something there, like, I know, I'm talking about monthly or something.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta.
It's cold in here, bro. I'm shaking.
Bro, the New Jersey basements are real. I've been telling you and the guys this. Like, it'd be so cold down here.
It's cold as hell, man.
But listen, yeah, that's great. Like the denial part, I was thinking about it because it's like, for me personally, like if I didn't want to accept something, if I was so denial, sometimes.
So in denial, you mean? You say so denial.
Denial, like I'm denial.
So in denial, you got to be in denial.
Okay, in denial. I guess that's the proper term. Yeah, but like in denial, like if you're in, I was in denial a couple times in my life. I think we all experiencing it, and then it's like I couldn't move on from a certain subject. It could have been a certain subject, a certain person, or a certain life event that caused probably trauma to myself. I could have been the person that caused it, or it could have been something that helped. I mean, not help, but caused it for myself. And it was just like, if I could never accept that part, or that thing that happened, or what's going on, if I can't accept it, I was never able to move on. But once you start finding like acceptance and feeling like, okay, boom, I finally got to just take it for what it is.
Right.
And either I got to change my behavior going forward, or I got to change my environment. It depends on the situation.
Right. Yeah.
And once you start realizing these things, you start accepting it, then you can start making a plan about it and a goal. And that comes back to grief because sometimes people don't want to move on without a lost one. They don't want to keep going on with their life.
It definitely stops your life. Imagine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You be paused for a while.
Some people lose someone that they're with for years, and day on end. Like, it just, you're not stopped with that person.
They feel like they would have to pause their life. Like, okay, like,
or you're not stopped.
I would never be like this person again. I would never be myself again without this person. I would never be myself again without this, my
right, and
parent that passed away. I would never be me again. Or, oh, damn, I just lost my best friend. Like, how can I ever live my life again? Or, I just lost my husband or my wife. How can I ever fall in love again? I would never believe in love again. Or, I don't think I deserve this. And that's a form of grieving. Because you're in denial. And you won't see that life continues to go on. It's going to continue to go on.
But it doesn't always have to be, like we said, it doesn't always have to be.
No, I guess those are the major things.
He keep going to people, but it's just anything, man. Like, you lose anything, and you're in denial for it to be in a spot where you're just like, no. Like, you're literally telling yourself, and you're telling the universe who's trying to talk to you, you're just like, no, like, that's not what's about to happen, or that's not going to happen to me, or I don't need to go through this, or I don't need to experience that. But, you know, everybody in this world is going to experience grieving, and they're definitely going to experience the denial part of it, because nobody want to accept that major loss, no matter what it is. Nobody wants to accept it. And
losses come in every fucking like shape, form, and size. Like,
you don't know how it's going to hit you. You're going to lose anything.
Loss is a loss, and it depends how you come back from it.
Maybe you love that job to death, and it makes you happy to go to work. And one day you go to work and they're gonna be like, we sold the company and everyone is.
I mean, when we talk about, I would like to speak about that, like a loss.
So you know, like I said, it's lost anywhere, and to be in denial is completely understandable. So don't think, I'm weird for denying, my big loss. Like, it's a big loss to yourself. Like, you it's okay. I mean, but just understand, like he said, life do go on, and
you gotta pick yourself up, and you gotta just go back with it. You have to.
It's gonna mess with you. Mentally, it's gonna mess with you. It's gonna challenge you in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like,
some people stay there longer than others, and that's what I say. You can see some people move on faster. But how the fuck you moved on so quick? Oh, you act like you never lost this in your life, or that didn't hurt you. That pain didn't hurt you. It's like. Some people are like, no, but I gotta move on, and I gotta still continue. And there's some people you will see them there for years, and we personally know people like that. You'll see them like, damn, you ever gonna get back on your feet and change? Like, that shit don't last.
Yeah, forever. Sometimes it cripples people, man. It cripples, and we get it, man. I mean, I feel like we still kind of young, you know, so we're learning every day with stuff like that, and we experience stuff, you know,
That's
on a different basis to like a lot of older people, because I know, you know, some older people older than us going to see this and be like, you know,
life hasn't hit you yet, young boy.
Yeah, like it's just, you know, it's those people out there, but that's fine. I mean, it's fine. Like we said, we're not fucking experts in anything we talk about. We're just talking to talk because we feel like we don't see nobody talking to people, and we want to talk
especially
to
about
people,
about the real shit that be going on. Like we always see social media. I mean, it's funny. The shit that we see, we mostly try to see, I guess, comedy stuff. My page probably a little more darker, like you said. So you open your thing, you got some depressive anime TikTok shits or some life speeches about weight.
Yeah.
That's half my algorithm, but half of it is just most comedy and then or dumb shit. And you're just looking like, yo, but who's speaking about that real stuff out there? And there's people, because I did see some stuff.
Yeah.
But we want.
That's
to be,
crazy because I was thinking about that too.
We want to be.
Because I'm like, damn, like we're gonna record an episode today. I'm like, it's crazy that we're kind of doing something I really want. You know, helping people with mental health. I'm targeting mostly like I want to target mostly like on the men's side, because I'm not gonna say it's not talked about enough.
No, it's not talked about enough though.
I mean, but we do see a lot of people saying that.
No, it's not. They'll say it, but
it's
they
not
don't
that
talk
it's not
about
talked
it.
about enough. I'm not going to give it that.
No,
because
the
some
awareness
people
is
do
coming
try.
out. The awareness is coming out more from what I know.
Some people do try.
But
It's not cared about enough. It's different.
It's not. It's just
not
like,
cared about enough.
Man up.
Because you're a man.
I know people don't say that these days. They'll be like, no, you know, we don't look at it like that. But it is just 100% true, because, you know, you don't really see men break down or in front of people. You don't really see men speak about their real problems. They'll say some shit like, man, I had a bad day at work. That's it. They won't talk about the root cause of some other stuff, though. Like the deeper meaning to how they're feeling.
Real quick,
as a
though,
man.
I feel like we're getting way off topic. We're talking about grieving.
That's
going
cool.
back to what the podcast is about. Like,
yeah, but
they know what the podcast is about. I hope y'all know what the podcast is about, but this time,
we still figuring out. At the end of the day, I tell you, we're gonna switch the topic. Now always gonna be there 100%.
Yeah.
I tried telling him this. He doesn't understand that.
Like we said, man.
When I go on a train of thought of some other stuff, you talk about this stuff.
We're just talking, man. And
that's
what we want to.
That's
show you
right
guys,
there.
we're just gonna talk, man. That's all we're gonna do is just fucking talk. But like, we got the topics only to try to stay kind of on course. But if it don't happen, it don't happen.
I mean, it's the main thing.
It's no rules in the shit, you know. Like it just you do what you do, and that's what we want to show y'all, man. Just talk. Like we said, soon we're gonna start getting some people to sit on this fucking couch.
Yeah, no.
And just talk.
Definitely.
Like we just want to talk. We just want to make mental health
a normal thing.
Yeah,
a normal conversation. That's the whole. That's the bio in our.
Yeah, like just a normal conversation. Like it just. This is like a day-to-day thing. Like when you go to family events, I want y'all to talk about your mental. Like, yo, how you been? I've been good. The kids in school. No. How you been? Like.
No. Let's hear that. You ain't gonna say no. They gonna be, yo, what's wrong with you?
No. They're never aggressive, but it's like, no, I know how your life is. I just how you been. You know, like I wanna make this an everyday.
Or like. You know, you see somebody you really know, right? And that they heard it from a grief. Like, you know, our peoples that just lost their mom, their aunt, like us to our aunt, their cousin, their beloved sister, like their daughter, like grandma's going through that. And like you want to go to them and talk to them, but some people are afraid to talk about that conversation. Like
it's mainly older people.
Like they would try to bypass it. And I feel like we're the type that's trying to break them things.
Yeah.
Them
and some people might see it as a weirdo.
Yeah, or some people are like, yo, like, that's too personal. But then it's like, yeah, but who you got to talk about it?
Where you gonna go back and talk to like what? Like, you know,
you want to tell about it. And sometimes you don't only want to tell your partner about that, because
a lot of times your partner knows a lot about you. So you can't really tell them too much, because they know a lot about you already.
So the thing is, I want to go up to them and be like, look, I know you. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear from you doing it. But how you been since this situation?
And to keep it real, and I'm not saying this makes you a good wife, a bad husband, or a good husband, whatever. Like when you go back and you tell your partner it's a problem, most of this relationship, and I'm gonna put mine in the front. Mine is not like that. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, my fiance could come up here and she could tell you straight up. Like I keep it 1,000 with her. She does the same to me. Like he's my witness. He'd be like, yo, y'all be talking to each other harsh. It's not like that. It's just we gonna keep it real, because if I don't keep it real with you, I don't care about you. It just everybody knows that, that's just the way the world works, right? So some relationships I see, they be like, nah, I got my best friend, it's my wife. So they go home and they tell their wife, son, but your wife is gonna be there. She gonna be like, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You know.
Sometimes they're not gonna give you. They're not gonna give you that real pain.
But in reality,
some people don't know how to cope with it too. Like some relationships ain't built in that side. So it's like, all right, I can't be compassionate. I could be compassionate towards you like that, but I don't know how to speak to you about something like that.
It's not even about knowing. It's just they don't want to hurt you even more. But the thing is, it's not about hurting. For if you don't keep it real with them, you kind of like crippling them in a way where they could come home and always feel safe. Even if they do something bad, even if they did something bad, like to somebody else, you're going to come home and be like, don't worry about it. You know, we're going to fix this. Don't worry about it. No, like if I go home right now and I'll be like, damn, yo, like I just ate this red light and I feel so bad, man. I really feel so bad because what if I would have killed somebody? Like, I feel so bad. Some relationships, you're going to go home and they're going to be like, oh my God, are you okay? You know, don't think like that. Nothing happened bad. If I go home, and I'm not saying I got the best fucking relationship. Everybody knows ain't no relationship fucking the best. But if I go home, my fiance gonna be like, what the hell is your problem, you dumbass? Why would you even do that? Are you paying attention? Like, she gonna keep it real. Then, yeah, she'll probably say something like, I don't text and drop that. I don't text and drop. But she probably say something, I hope you wasn't on your damn phone. Like, you know, she gonna get at me. But afterwards, she gonna be like, you're so stupid, man. Thank God nothing happened. Like, she gonna be like that because she still, you know, she loves me. Same, I love her. So like, you're gonna keep it real, but it's gonna be like that. And I feel like with grieving, a lot of times you just need to be real. Be like, look, listen, I know you lost somebody, right? But life continues. You just gotta learn how to work with that. Yes, I feel bad for you. Yes, I love you. And yes, I'm gonna do anything in my power to make sure you're good through this grieving process. But life continues. Understand that. Whoever you just lost don't want you to be like this. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Whoever you just lost or whatever you just lost, they don't want you to be like this. You know, pick yourself up, understand what just happened, and know that that's not the end of you. That might be the end of that relationship that was there, but that's not the end of you. You can get up and keep moving. You know, don't sit there and be like, oh, fuck the world and this and that. Like that person didn't deserve that. You might be right. You might be 100% right. But you got to understand, man, like, don't let it destroy your mental where you're shutting down. Like, you're shutting down and all you want to hear is good shit. Like, that's all you want to hear. Like, my brothers know. They talk to me and they come to me with something. I'm going to tell them, hey, yo, what are you doing, man? Like, come on, knock that shit out. Like, get up, keep moving, come on. Like, you got goals for yourself. Remember the goals you had before you lost this thing. Remember the goals. Come on, keep that moving. It's going to hurt you. I'm not going to say you're going to get over it.
So I said it's going to alter you.
You probably won't ever get over it.
So some people are set there.
But don't let it destroy your mental,
Some people are set there longer than others. Then you got some people that can wipe it off easier than others. Or you got some people that can just hold their...
And that doesn't mean they never cared.
Everybody, we all know everybody grieves differently.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
We all grieve differently.
Just understand that your mental, at the end of the day, your mental do come first. And that's what we try to portray here. Like, you can't make nobody else happy around you unless you're happy, and when the happiness comes for your mental, man. You gotta be mentally right. And like I said from probably episode 2, episode 1, like, mental health is a workout. You gotta work that out.
Oh, we express that every episode.
Yeah. So when you're grieving, I understand it's a workout. We're gonna give you the time to grieve. Trust me. And I never lost a parent. The person I lost closest to me was almost like I can say was like a father figure to me. Was my uncle. I lost him years back, and it destroyed me to a point, like, some points, like, I would just wake up and be like, yo, life ain't real, man. Like, life is not real. This is not life. Like, this, you know, I was one of those people, like, but it's like, standing here today, I was grateful for everything that he ever taught me, everything he showed me. He showed me a lot. He taught me a lot, you know. I mean, and it was a big loss in my life. That probably was the biggest loss in my life. But I didn't lose a parent. Not yet, but I didn't lose a parent yet. And that'd probably be like the next biggest thing to me. But so for the people that did, like, I honestly in my heart, man, like, I'm if you're here right now, like, you're watching this, and then people that's not watching that's lost a parent, like, I'm 100%, I'm proud of you, because I could just imagine how hard that is. And I'm proud that you're waking up and you're pushing through your day, and you know, you're probably talking to yourself, and I hope you're talking to yourself and just telling yourself, like, life is gonna get better. Like,
Yeah, get up.
It's going to get good.
It's going to get better. Let me lock in for real.
Yeah, just
this is it.
In.
Find. Yeah. Everybody got something out there for them going on. Like whether it be a friend, whether it be your partner, whether it be your brother or sister, that one person that's still there for you, man. Hold on to them tight because that's the person who's still going to rock out with you. You're not going to lose everybody. And for the people that feel like they're lonely, I hope you can find some type of companionship or friendship or some type of center or group or something that can help you get back in your groove, grounds you, bring you back to real life. Like, hey, my life is not over. I thought about this, but my life is not over. It's so much more to live for. I'm alive. I woke up, right? So that means I have a purpose behind this breath today. I have a purpose. I have something to do. I have something to change about myself. I got something to do to help others. Like, just try to have that mindset, and you may still feel like shit during that day because it's about your mental health. And
some people don't get over it.
That's the thing.
My fiance lost her dad. She was young. She was, I think, I don't know. She was like 14, 15 maybe, and she's 35 now. So she'll say one thing, or I ask one thing about him, like just something random, like we could just be eating food. Like, it would literally, I think like a couple weeks ago we would just be eating food, and she'll be like, "My dad used to love this," and I look at her and she's crying. I'm just like, damn, like that's messed up, man. Like people go through that. That's messed up, and I feel bad, but it's like, I just let her sit there and cry. Cry it out. Like,
so people, you still
nobody looking at you weird. Just cry. Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing. Just understand, you got to come back home. And, you got to be here. And like I tell her, do your thing. Nobody's gonna sit here and be like, oh, here she go again. Like, no, because everybody, like he says, everybody grieve differently. She could be grieving for the rest of her life.
And that's the thing. I think grief stays with you for the rest of your life. It's just about how you handle it.
It probably does. Yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it probably does. Like, it probably does. I mean, I think it do because, I mean, to this day, if somebody, if I talk to them or I talk to my fiance about my uncle, I might cry. Like, a lot of times my eyes get watery and I start choking up. But it got better for me. It got better for me, especially now because I'm becoming more. I'm not gonna say religious or like stuff like that, but I'm becoming
more in tune with
closer, like spiritually. I guess you could say that. Yeah, like spiritually, like I'm starting to pray a lot. Like, I'm starting to believe like in God and stuff like that. Like before, I never believed in God and everything that happened and stuff like that. But and everybody's different now, and people still don't believe in God and stuff like that. And nothing, trust me, nothing against you. Still care about you the same way I care about the other person who believes in God. It don't matter. It's who you are, right? But I just hope you find something that, like he said, to ground yourself. But
I mean, we all human, man. So that's I know we could relate to so many people, and people could relate to us.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just want to talk. Just sit here and talk.
But there's a lot of humans out there that are suffering from every subject, every episode that we speak about. So we feel like this is to bring awareness. So it's very important for us to speak about stuff like that. It's very important for us to give our own thoughts and mind about it because we're gonna tell you some real shit. And
a lot of people don't fuck with us.
Speak about it. Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to fuck with us because they, we keep it real. I mean, he lost a couple friendships because of that. Lost a couple friendships. Some family don't even fuck with us all like that no more because we like to keep it real. And to be honest,
some people take it as like you doing too much. Some people take it as like
I'm not gonna sit here.
I'm talking about real stuff. I'm just talking about some real life shit.
I'm not gonna sit here and watch you go through something that I know it's not good. Like, it's not even that I know. Everybody knows it's not good, but nobody gonna tell you nothing. I'm gonna be the one to tell you something. And if you don't like it, then you don't like it. Honestly, I don't care. I mean, like I tell my brothers, I was like, I don't care who don't talk to me no more. Like, I don't even care my parents ever want to talk to me no more. Like, I have kids now. My kids love me. I'll say that all the time.
I'll be telling him, gotta cut that shit out sometimes.
Son, I just don't be caring, man. It's just like that. Like, I don't be caring. And it comes back to my mental health, man. My mental health comes first, man. If I'm fucked up in my head, that's how you
process it, I guess.
My kids gonna be fucked up. Who my kids gonna look at? Me. Who my fiance gonna look at? Me. Like, I can't go home with a fucked up
dog gonna look at you.
My dog, yeah. Like, why you not picking up my dog shit? I'll just shit on your lawn, pick it up. Like, it's just, my mental gotta be straight. And if I feel like you're not bringing goodness, is that a word? I don't know.
Goodness.
If I feel like you're not bringing any good to my mental, why keep it there? And I know a lot of people feel like that. Like,
respect my environment, man. If I can't be that close to you,
and if you want me to be cool with you, me being cool is me being real. And a lot of people is not real nowadays. That's why a lot of people don't.
They like to keep the elephant in the room and all that. Like, nah, we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah,
especially there's a couple people I want to say that there's some things I want to talk about. People I thought that was.
No, there's a couple people I want to smack the shit out of and just let them understand. Not smack them because I want to fight them. Just smack them to knock some sense into them. Like,
yo, what's going on?
What you doing, man? Lock in, bro. Lock in.
This shit ain't matter right now.
Yeah, this don't matter.
Our life is keep going on, especially for the ones that are around our age group. Like, bro, this is our years to reach our peak. Like, this is the years that we should be finding out exactly where we want to be at the next 20 years from now, because we're gonna be, you know, the older generation. We're gonna be in our 50s. Like, we wanna ground our life now, and I won't say prepare. I prepare for certain things, but certain things like the grief, how it's just boom. We want to talk about it now because we know we already experienced it as a child, as a teenager, and growing up, and we know we're gonna lose more things in life.
Yeah,
we all know
100%.
that. And it's just how you bounce back, and we could keep it rolling. You're gonna take the punches, but you gotta get up and throw them punches back.
Yeah, and it definitely comes down to that. Just keep getting up. And we talk about denial. I mean, we talked about denial, being in denial. People be angry. People be real angry. I mean,
I want to talk about the loss, but not of a person. I guess like something that would be sudden. Something that stays with me. Something that stays with me. Like a loss of my career. Like, I went to school for criminal justice, and I was big on it. I was a correctional officer for a little more than a year. For the city of Philadelphia, and started realizing, like, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, and I couldn't be the person I wanted to be in that field. I was working with a lot of people that I could just not respect. Like, it wasn't even like the people I had to, like, I guess.
Let's be real. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of corruption.
Yeah, it was all trouble, but there's a lot of shit in there that was just going on, and I'm like, yo, I always had the integrity. Like, I'm gonna be Superman. Like, that was me. Like, I was.
Hold on, real quick. We can't get in trouble. What the fuck they gonna get out of it?
No, I ain't gonna say what happened because I seen some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
And I try to. The thing is, like, if I was the type, like I said, I wanted to be Superman, and I meant that, like, no, I'm not trying to beat the criminals up or what they did. I wanted to help.
I remember when he told me that. He said, yeah, I want to be Superman. And he was like on top of my roof with a cape one day. I was like, yo, what are you doing?
I wanted to be like helping people. And that was my most important thing, is to help others. And I just wanted to be like that public image. Like, damn, that's a great officer. Damn, that's somebody that's really helping our community. Damn, that's that. And I was trying to do that when I was in the prison, starting there. And I was like, I don't even think I want to do police work after this now. But it was like, as a kid, I always wanted to do that and just help others. I got it there. I did it for, like I said, a little over a year. All that, I seen all that stuff that was going on. I left it. I got my CDL, and now I'm still thinking about, like, damn, do I want to go back to something like that? Because that was big to me. And that was a loss to me. Now I still stay stuck on it a little bit, or I'll be going like through the motions of it. But at one point, I was down deep with it, and especially when I was drinking, I used to drink and think about it, like, man, I ain't gonna do shit with myself. Why did I stop that? That's my goal. That was my career. Like, I was stuck in a stage of grief. And I was in denial. I got the hatred feeling. Like, I was so upset with myself.
The anger
yeah,
part.
And
I think it's denial than anger.
I was just so upset with myself. I wouldn't accept it. And I'm like, dude, you didn't do nothing so crazy. You made a change for yourself. And now this is things I tell myself is like, pick yourself back up and just keep going. Make the best out of now your CDL. Make the best out of your future now. You can always go back. But, your life is going to continue to go whether or not you go back to it or not. You made your choice, and I continue with it. So, like I said, I was stuck in that grieving process for a while with careers because that was a loss to me. I felt like that was a loss to me. I still feel like it was a loss to me. I'm like, right now I should be a lieutenant in a police force.
And it still
somewhere.
gets you angry.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because I felt like I would have been one of the best, because I heard it from many that I worked with. Like, man, you're going to do big things out there the way you are, your mentality, your heart, like the pureness is just going to go
the whole time. They just wanted you so you could work 16 hours a day.
16, 22 or some shit, then do some dumb shit you're not supposed to.
That's why they hype you up like that. Like, yo, you're gonna be the best Superman you ever saw.
Everybody not gonna be in the best interest for you. You know what I mean? And right. I handle that grief, but now we're gonna, like, I'm accepting what happens. Or even when I didn't get that job recently, I'm like, yo, they on some dumb shit. Like, yo, how you didn't take me over this or that? And I'm like, and then I woke that the first time it happened, I was upset. He
called me mad as hell. He was
yeah.
Fucking John. Like,
so the second time, that was like when I told you. That's the second time I told you. I'm like, it happened again. I'm like, you know what? And I think like an hour after the conversation, I said, it's cool though. I'm gonna get back. Man, I woke up the next day. I'm like, I ain't gonna sleep on that shit too much like I did last time because I already know.
Right.
Life keeps going. So I learned from that one time. Like, And then now looking at my job, like, it is what it is. Like, I got a job. I got something going on for me. I got a career, you know, and I'm still making moves with just my life, and I'm pushing through. So the thing is, the moral of that story is, like, take the loss, got up from that grieving thing about jobs, about careers, keep it pushing. And, you know, you can look back, you can look at it, and just, if you want to compare, or just, hey, keep it going. My thing is now that I feel much more relief and happier with me accepting it.
Real quick though, just because we saying keep it going, my hands are cold as shit. You didn't pay your heating bill.
No, it's
cold as shit.
Down here just be cold.
But he's just saying, like, you know, get up and keep it moving. But we're not saying that, like, right after some shit happens and be like, no,
shut
the fuck up, come on, let's go.
The first time it took me a while, but the second time it happened, because sometimes you experience the same grief in certain things in life.
No, yeah, 100%. But, like, you know, take your time and grieve. Take your time and grieve. Grieving helps. Time heals all, and that's what grieving is. It's all about your time. You know, grieve. Please grieve. Don't sit there and try to be like, oh, I don't need that. This and that. This. You know, more than half the times for some of you guys that's out there and your pride just takes over your life, you're not who you think you are. You're gonna break down. You're not as tough as you think you are. You're not that guy. What's that mean? You're not that guy, pal.
You're not him, buddy.
You're not. I was just about to go personal right there, but you're not that guy, man. You're not that guy. You understand that. Understand that, and go through process. And I keep messing up how I'm talking. I feel like I'm talking like a fourth grader.
You always do this.
But yeah, man, just go through your process. Understand, you know.
It's alright to ask for help sometimes.
Yes,
it's alright to take a helping hand. You don't gotta smack somebody that got a hand out to help you.
Why would
feel like you said, come back to that pride, like, I don't need your fucking help, man. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody's just trying to be there for you, and you know, if you don't, but
I'm different.
Take yourself out of the situation.
They get mad at me, my fiance get mad at me, my parents get mad at me. They're like, oh, you never ask for help. Every time you do something. But it's not because of my pride. It's not been my pride. I just like the way I do things, and I feel like if I do it myself, you know, it's gonna get done or whatever. Like, and it's never a shot at somebody else that you can't do this or you can't do this. I know people are capable of doing certain shit, but I just like doing things on my own. It's just different. But yeah, man, like you said, just ask for help, especially through the grieving process. And I'm not even saying ask for help. That you're gonna ask yourself for help. Basically, you're gonna be like, how the fuck do I get out of this? Like, how do I get out of this? And just talking. I mean, talk. What else can you, like, to be honest, think about it. What else can you do?
Well, talk. You also got to go on with your life. Like, whatever you was doing before that, you lost that person or you lost that job, you lost that thing. Whatever you was doing, you got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, after
you said, when you had goals before, you're still going to have the goals after.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
And that's almost like a relationship when you had goals with that person, and that's different, but then your life alters. It just changes, and now
you got a little detour.
You still got your own. Everybody got their own personal goals. I mean, you should, as a person, you should have your own personal goals.
Of course, you're not just gonna work your 9 to 5 and just be like,
some people live like that. Some people
live like that, but me personally, I feel like that's not the way to live.
And that's what I said. That's the reason why we started a podcast. Was like we always talked about it with each other. Why not talk about it publicly or socially, like with others and or in front of a camera? Exactly. It's not for fame, it's not for that, it's for awareness, to help people out. Like
that. I mean, I'm famous at home. You know, I walk through the door and they're all like, Daddy, I'm famous.
Yeah.
That's all. So fuck all
fans
that.
At home.
I'm not worried about this shit blowing up and shit like that. Like I said, like if I got a small community of fucking 10 people who just watch the videos all the time, that's cool because I know
it's gonna be 10 kids.
I know. I know I can just sit there and talk to those people, man. They'll talk back and we just chill, like, and we making it known. Maybe don't.
Well, we already know because the people we speak to today, like the small circle we have, they all like talking about it too, low key. Yeah. They like talking about just some real life shit.
And our
that's
small
how you
circle
know
is fucking
like
weird. It goes from fucking. We got people like 12 years old up to like 50, and that's our circle. Like we just, and then it's because we try to bring everybody in. Me and my brothers, man, we try to bring everybody in. Let everybody understand everybody's equal. You all got a voice. Like I tell my kids at home, you have a voice. You understand?
And we're there to hear other people's voices. Like we never shut nobody down. Like I love hearing other people experience. I love hearing their advice. You know,
I love it.
I love hearing about their life. I love hearing about their goals and. That's one thing, like, yeah, man, you know what? Let's talk about this then, cause
sometimes my kids laugh at me because when we going out or something like that, you know how some people just try to be friendly, some people just try to be extra friendly, like,
hey man,
how's your day going? And most of the time, what you'll be like, good, you?
Yeah.
But now I'll be like, oh, it's okay, you know, I'm just bringing my kids out here. Like,
now small talk goes a little further.
Yeah, so now I'm getting them to engage a little bit, and they'll be like, oh, yeah.
Sometimes some people are just meant to say that, and they'll try to keep pushing.
Yeah,
but then some people,
like,
you see the difference, I do it, and they'll actually get a little conversation with you about them. Like, damn, and I'll be like, how was your holiday? You don't even know this person.
Right,
but
exactly.
You just got a little conversation.
And then I look back, and my kids are laughing. I'm like, yo, you're weird. And behind me, probably people like, this guy's weird.
Remember when I did it to DR, and I met that guy? My kid's like, that's your friend now? And I'm like,
you want DR to meet a guy?
So my family, I was on vacation.
Yo.
And then it's cool because then we went to like a little how you saying when the resorts go to like you pay for the things, they take you out, did a little boat rides and all that, whatever. We went through like a little, I don't know what's the term for it, but anyway, that day we went ATV riding and they picked the people from different hotels. I met that guy. And at first it was a little conversation like where we staying and all that. Then we talked about some real life stuff, mental health, and he comes. Crazy because he lives in Jersey around us, not too far, I think. And we talked about
real
mental
quick
health and all that.
This is sounding a little weird to me. That's all I'm saying.
It's not weird. No, I'm saying how it goes from there. Like I don't know this guy at all. But comes to find out, he was talking about like a journey that he's on, and then how he had to get out of that hole he was in, and all this. And I don't know. We speak about the mental health, and I'm just like, that's how I know other people go through it. And the way he was open to speak to a stranger about it. That's how he even said it, and he brought, his journey to me. It made me like think like, wow, like we all got our own personal journeys, and some people get out of it. And I was like, yo, man, the shit he was telling me. He's one of them guys that was like, yeah, you kind of coming out of it, regardless of the losses you had.
What are you coming out of, yo?
I want to say his personal shit out here.
No, he said you're coming out.
Not me.
Wait, so he's coming out to you?
Come on, man. Nah.
He was opening up
about his journey.
Okay.
And, I was touched by his journey. I'm like,
nah,
that was cool, man. Like I'm proud of you, brother.
I think we don't. Other men don't call that journey.
What you call it?
That's a private part you're talking about.
A what? A Diddy party?
That's my private parts.
No. We're not talking about that.
Nah, man, we just played. Yeah, man, grieving. What is it? Denial. And hold on, I'm gonna go back to the stages, y'all. Just denial, anger, bargaining. I don't know what really
bargaining. I don't know what they mean by bargaining. Like,
what you want to bargain? You want to bargain with God?
Bargain with
like
grief?
take me instead. I guess
spiritual thing.
No,
but bargaining, I don't get that part. Maybe somebody would know about it.
If y'all know what like the bargaining means in the grieving stages, let us know. I'm kind of confused on that. I mean, the way I see it is like. I don't know. I'm taking it more like bargaining your life, I guess. Like,
I take it as like.
Or maybe bargaining has another meaning.
Bargaining with a relationship or something like any relationship. Like, I'll do this to make you happy. If you do this to make me happy, I'm just like I don't know. Bargaining. What the fuck you gonna bargain about? You can't bargain about a price at a sale. Acme, a fixed price. A fixed price.
Bargaining
so
about
when
a
it comes
loss,
to grief, I don't know how to bargain with my grief. And that's just my own personal happiness. Yeah, that's some research we gotta do.
But depression. Damn. Depression, yeah. I mean, obviously, depression is going to come with that. Everybody knows that depression is going to come with that. I mean, it's depression. Like you're not going to avoid it. You lost something that was dear to you. I mean, you're not going to avoid the depression part.
Whatever you're grieving about is going to hit you hard enough to put you in a state of mind where you feel depressed and closed down and stuck for a while. So
and don't get mad at the other people who's not showing their depression during the grieving process. Like he said, like we've been talking about, people grieve differently, so they probably won't show their depression. And a lot of people grieve differently, same way as you fight your depression differently. Some people do that, and just don't get mad at the person who probably, let's say, for example, I don't know. I mean, you guys got a best friend. You and a person you're friends with, or let's say your brother or your sister, y'all both have a best friend. Y'all lose your best friend. The next family event, you come over, you're sad, you're depressed, you're sitting there, and they over there, taking shots, enjoying their life, partying, singing.
They're just grieving different.
And you're kind of mad, like, did you not care about this person? Like, yeah, of course they did. Like, just grieving differently. You know, going through the stages differently, dealing with depression differently. You know, so don't get too upset.
You obviously know that person cares just as much as you. You might just respond different too.
Yeah. You might even want to talk to them. Be like, yo, like, how you doing so good? You know, help me out, man. Because when I go home, I'm fucked up. I cry in the shower. I sit there and, you know, someone like, it's just, you know, just talk. That's why we always go back to just the talking, and that's what we're doing now, just talking, man. Like, but the depression part, man, it's hard to talk about that. Like, I don't want to tell people like what to do because, like I said, I'm not no fucking expert. We're not experts, but we go through our depression stages differently. Like he tells me stuff, I tell him stuff, and it's just different things. I mean, depression is no joke, though, man. That's why it's like I want to say the right things right now, but it's like it's kind of hard. But and I also don't want to say things to get people upset because
some people get triggered, I guess.
I just found out recently I tend to do that a lot, get people upset because they don't like what I say, even though what I say is real.
Nah, it's because you be an
fuckheads.
Because you be an ass. So I remember from
we had a little.
She was like, "You're not a bad guy. You're not."
We had a
sometimes
what
you could just
say
a little
prevention. What is
intervention? Me and Lisette.
It was him, my other brother who don't want to do the podcast no more because he's a fucking crybaby. Our barber. We had a barber there because he was cutting our hair, and my fiance, and I think that was it, right? It was y'all four?
It was just us, yeah. And then you was like, yo, am I related? He was like, well, to be honest, yeah, you could be like this. And he was like, man. And so I was like, you're not a bad person at all. It's just like the way sometimes you say things, you could come off as an asshole.
They all came to the conclusion though that I'm a really, really, really nice person. So that's all I take from it. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. As long as they know I'm a nice person.
He's in denial. See?
I don't give a fuck.
When he's right about everything. I know.
No, that's not like that. That's not like that. It's not that I'm right. It's just like I tell them. I don't argue unless I know what I'm talking about. That's it. If you're arguing with me and I know a little bit about it, all I'm gonna be like is like, show me, bro. Prove it to me. Shut the fuck up. Like you don't know what you're talking about. Like you know what I'm talking about, but. A lot of times I argue it's because I know what I'm talking about or shit like that, man. I don't like talking and then coming to find out I'm a complete dumbass. Like, no, I like to argue if I know what I'm talking about. So a lot of times like, oh, you always think you're right. Like, no, I don't think I'm right. I know I'm right. But it's cool because they all came to the conclusion and they all said I'm a really nice person. I'm one of the nicest people they ever met. So that's all I took from that. I don't give a fuck about the asshole part. But what were you talking about, man?
Man, you talking about?
We keep getting off track.
He's talking about grieving, man.
I know the grieving, but the depression part. The depression part.
Depression is just a bigger thing. I feel like
that's what
we're gonna talk about like in every episode of stuff. But then again, maybe depression that hit us with grief. To be honest, like when we grieving, like
it was just different.
It was just different for us. I don't know. Like I said, I experienced depression in my grieving of different areas with relationships, with people that I lost, or with the job, like. I got depression stuck in there for a little while.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like I don't know. I don't want to say I didn't hit a big one when it comes to life. Maybe I did, and maybe I just don't notice it. I just kept going because there's a lot. I feel like my whole life sometimes was depressed. So it's so hard to speak about it. Like my mental health been fucked up since a child.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I feel like.
People could say, "Oh, he's not bitching," like you don't know.
It's hard to speak about.
Everybody don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't sit there and judge people, man.
It's different for everybody. That's why. Like depression is different for everybody, and sometimes I get fucked up too. And I be like, damn, like he just told me he was depressed last week. He's not depressed. You know what I'm talking about? He's not depressed. Like,
you don't. It's not a time on it. Some people you will see people still enjoying their day, but
yeah, that's why I talk to people, man. I just talk. That's all you can do. Just talk. People don't understand that. And I get it. We're so locked in on our phones. It's easy to text. It's easy to just call somebody for 5 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of people,
I did check up on
that's
them.
like the new wave. They don't want to hear. So
yeah, and I get it. I'm not trying to be like the old heads. Like, yo, back in my day, we didn't have to. Like, nah, fuck all that, man. We got it now. Let's use it, right? It don't matter. It is what it is. But I still like to go to the old ways and just really talk to people. Like, really talk. Like, we do. Like, me and my brothers, we like to set up things like almost every Sunday. I mean, we try every Sunday to like, we just go out with a bunch of our family members and we'll play football, we'll play basketball, and if anybody watching that you wanna join, we play a lot on Sundays. There's mornings.
No weirdos allowed.
Yeah, none of that hostility shit. Like we not fucking professionals in any sport we play.
So it's more of like we trying to build like a little community within the people that we know. Yeah. And let them know to always that stick by closer with one another. Don't be afraid to speak about how you feel sometimes, especially the young guys in our group.
Yeah, because it get like that. As soon as we get to the park, they'll tell us about some shit like, man.
Talking about their goals, or talking about some shit that they went through, or talking about how they feel about a situation in their life. And I feel like, damn, that's good that they come to us about it, and we can help these guys. We can help these younger generations, even the older guys, whoever want to speak about things. Like, if you're open enough to talk about it, then I'm open enough to listen there and give you some advice, or maybe just, hey, be that person you needed to, like, not the man or but that shoulder to be there for you to cry on, bro. It's cool, man. Like, you feel this type of way, and it's totally understandable that you feel that way, and it's more for me that I respect even more that you came to me with it.
Exactly.
Because now I feel like, you know what? Damn, if you didn't tell me about it, maybe you was walking around with that weight on your shoulders for a while. So I'm glad you spoke about it. Even if you don't feel better, at least you let it off your chest and you was able to, get somebody else's mindset about it and realize that you're not the only one in life going through it. Because some people get afraid to tell people about what they're going through.
That's really.
You look at them and be like, they're not going to care, it don't matter, but you keep inside stuff, but then you hear about it, they may tell you something.
No, that's really good you said that, though. That's really good that you said, get the weight off your shoulders. Because some people do feel like that. For example, if you go up to somebody and you be like, hey, how you doing, man? And they be like, oh, I'm good. I'm just chilling here, working, like what everybody says, working all day, staying busy.
Take care of the family,
But when you tell them, like, hey, man, are you sure you're okay? And they start crying. Like, when you meet those people, you help them release that, like, you help them, like, get that weight off, and that's
you can tell where it's going sometimes, because one of my close friends called me recently Friday when I was working, and I missed the first call because I was doing something with the pumps and stuff at work. Got back in the truck, seen it, called him back, and I was like, yo, what's going on? How you been? And they told me all good and all that. Then the conversation was for a couple minutes, and I'm thinking it's one of the drones just to catch up real quick, hang up. So I felt something with him because I know that's my boy. And he just started, like, talking about it. I was like, oh, snap. Like, all right, cool. We sat there, that 5-minute conversation turned into about 2 hours, and he was telling me a lot of stuff he's been going through recently and changes in his life. Because it seems like the guy could never catch a break. Sometimes he do it to himself. I'll be telling him. I didn't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And I started telling him the shit that he was telling me. I just started telling him the things that he needed to change that I see already. Or something that did happen to him that was very unfortunate. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like you could bounce back from this. Maybe you're in a situation where you can't, but either way, he's grieving right now, personally, with things. But the guy is finding a way, I guess, to speak to me or other people, or realize that he needs to do something about it. Because the thing that I was proud about him recently is that one thing I used to be always on his ass about, he came to me first about it this time and admitted it before I even have to talk about the subject. And I'm like, damn, you just showed me a level of maturity, and you also showed me a level of you processing things differently now that you know what's going on, and you're kind of going to the mindset and character of yourself that you actually want to be done with this part of your life now. And
right, because he worked out his mental health.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, I'm proud of you. And he wasn't even that down when speaking about it this time, and I know he was hurting from it, but he's talking about the much positive in there, and I'm like, there you go. That's what you need to attack. Like, you can't always focus on negative shit. Like, when you have people like that, like, yo, there's positive things behind it, but I can't see it. Like, this things keep happening to me. But, yo, then you can change that.
Yeah, just try different
especially
path.
when you got something, like a resource there for you to obtain it. Like, don't always put yourself in that position where you feel like you can't change that.
Right.
It's you. That's your mind. That's you. You feel as though you can't be happy. You're feeling as though that you can't allow yourself to enjoy that happiness, whatever it is. That's your state of mind. Mm-hmm. And you need to understand that feelings are feelings. It's a part of you, but you got to accept the part of them feelings and know that it's you, but you can change it. You can definitely change it.
That you're kind of describing like mental health.
It's your mental health. It's like, and I deal with people like that. I'm a person that goes through it. You are, friends, family, and it all comes back down to our mental health.
Yeah, And a lot of times, man, you can see it for yourself, but you're just in denial.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it for yourself. You can see it. You can see everything bad is happening.
You can admit it.
This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Do something to change that shit. Don't sit there and keep accepting the bad shit for yourself.
And don't sit there and blame others for what's going on to yourself.
Yes.
When you feel as though you're miserable, you can't sit there and be like, but you did this to me, or that job did that to me, or this. Okay, so now what about it?
You gotta change that, man. You gotta take accountability sometimes. You have to. Even though when you feel like, nah, I'm not gonna do that because that's an L for me. Like, that's gonna be an L for me. Man, fuck that L. For real, what you gonna live off the L? For real, the L's gonna take over your life.
Take the L.
You gotta take that shit, keep it pushing. A lot of you guys, man, that I see, you blame everybody else around you. Yep. This person not helping me, that person not helping me. Who gives a fuck?
And sometimes those people are the ones asking for the
You know who really helped you and y'all never congratulate or go back and thank them or give them a fucking fruit basket? The doctor who pulled you out your mama ass. What the He helped you the most. You're not going to go back and help and give him something, right? So shut up about people helping you, man. Do something. Change your course. Make it right.
That's one thing
Whatever the fuck you want to do that shit. Don't blame somebody else. He's about to throw up because he's so excited. Listen.
Damn. No, the thing is, I never.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know how you get some fucking air in your chest. Damn, I'm trying to speak. This conversation's like, damn. But anyway, the thing I never understood somebody like that is how it's great. I don't know if that's going to talk about. I don't think it is, but how you blame somebody for how you're.
Now, that go back to grieving. You blame a lot of people when you grieve.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, you sit there blame people. Just like, to me, I'm still amazed about it because I guess back then I used to blame a lot of people about stuff, and I guess I would say I'm immature or I didn't know how to handle bigger things. I would blame a lot of my problems on stuff. I know you'll tell me like, nah, you know, it's all you. The shit that you're doing right now, that comes down to you. Some shit that happened to me or people is just like, oh, that's unfortunate for you. That ain't go your way.
No, a lot of shit is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is, and you feel like you wouldn't deserve it. Like we said, when the good people leave first in life, and you be like, why you first? Why you couldn't take this asshole, God?
Right.
You know what I mean? But I just feel like, you know, I came to a point in my life, like, when I fucked up, it's just I'm taking accountability, and that's the best way I can realize it, because even if I fucked up with a person, or even if I fucked up with a job, or even if I fucked up with myself, once I've realized that I'm taking that accountability, it's like, okay, then I'm moving on from this. I don't know about this person, or this job, or this situation, but guess what? I need to get the fuck up and move on, because I can't stay stuck here. But I'm definitely not going to, when we go back to the feeling stuff, I'm definitely not going to sit there and blame somebody for my feelings. I'm not doing that.
There's no way.
There's
no way. As a grown man.
You may got me mad, or you may got me in my bag, or you may got me feeling type of way, but I'm not going to sit there and stay there and keep running my mouth about it that you doing this, or that job did me like this, that situation did me like this, so I'm going to keep blaming it. I'm going to find a way, for one, to get me out that environment, for two, take my shit and handle it, and for three, that it's going to keep going and pushing. Like, that's what I say, get up and keep it going. Yeah. It could take you a week, it could take you a month, some people could take a year, man. But get up.
That's kind of like acceptance, which is the last stage of grieving. So, you know, we kind of like try to stay tied in, but yeah, the acceptance part. Now let's talk about the last part, man, the acceptance part, which is a great healing part for anything, especially when you lose a relationship. You lose a relationship and you finally accept that shit. Man, you feel like you got your life back, you know? You feel like you got your life back. But it gets to a point where acceptance can take, for you to understand.
It's not a time frame. It's not a time frame.
Yeah, let's just.
We all gotta be
talking to somebody right
our
now.
mental clocks.
And I'm gonna tell you,
say.
Acceptance, like you said, doesn't have a time frame. But acceptance could take so long for somebody, so long. Because right now, let's say right now, you lose your best friend in the world, right now. And I tell you, don't worry. In about 5 years, this is not
I'm
going to be hard.
I'm probably going to be like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, I can't see myself in 5 years from now. Or I'll be like, you know what? That's not true, man, because he's been there since day one. Like, 5 years from now, I'm still from that. You're just not accepting it right now.
Right.
And you go through other parts you're grieving. Mm-hmm. But one day you're going to, hopefully some people, like I said, there's still some people stuck on grievance for years.
Yeah.
So I'm saying hopefully that somebody can still get up from that and accept it. I'm not saying you don't have to be sad about it. But I'm saying this too because one day when it happens to us, like it does happen to us, to myself, I want to be able to accept it and move on.
Yeah.
I don't want to stay stuck.
And that's what I'm saying.
I before anybody, I don't deserve
that. That shit happened to me now. That shit contagious.
Contagious. But I don't, damn. You didn't even, you over here burping.
I know, man.
That's that fat shit.
Hurt too. That shit hurt too.
But yeah, I don't want to stay stuck in that point, bro, where I feel like I'm stuck and I can't get out of it, and it's fucked up because I feel like that's the depressing part. Like you get depressed, you get locked in. Man. I'm smarter people like he ain't depressed. No, motherfucker, I'll be depressed sometimes.
No, for real. Like I said the story before, man.
I'm stuck.
I was going to the depression stage, like I said before. I don't want to say the story all over again, but went to my cousin's house. We all enjoyed ourselves in the pool. I'm chilling. I go back home and I'm like, I'm fucked up, man. Like and I had
So
one of the best days of my life.
You could be enjoying the moment there,
yeah.
But you're still that depressive person at some point, and that's what I'm saying. Like, man, this is our open conversation, an open safe space, because I don't knock nobody, man. Woman, men, relationships, anybody. Like recently, you know,
man, fuck the woman. Go make a sandwich. Say no, just.
Yo, that was back then how some guys were though.
Nah,
shit. Yo, grab me a beer,
like that.
grab me a beer and a
crazy.
sandwich. But I had this day, I'll grab my sandwich.
Some people still doing that. Their wife come home for like a 12-hour shift. Like, you gonna cook? Like, damn, bro. Like, you was home for like 2 hours already. Why you
Oh man.
They guess like that, man. The acceptance parts can help, man. It can help, like, just release like your body and your mind, and it'll make so much good for yourself, like, because then you know how those little cartoons, they'd be like, this guy's walking with his head down, he got a cloud over his head and stuff like that and whatever. Then all of a sudden, he looks up and he sees something that makes him happy. He smiles, and the sunshine comes out, and all the birds are tweeting around him and all this.
I mean, they put us in the shit that we see and hear since we were children.
Yeah, and I feel like that's
how we end up growing up to realize
it's real life, man. Because once you accept, you're gonna see the world differently.
What's crazy. That's one. As he's saying that, that's one of the best feelings, though. You know, when you finally get out that little slump you was in or something. Yeah. I feel much better. But then that's what I'm saying. You're gonna go back to it eventually again, because as a human being, we're bound to go through losses. We're bound to go through.
Of course, you're gonna go
hurtful pain.
If you go through life with no losses, and this is like excluding death, right? If you go through life with no L's, for all you young gangsters out there who call like a L, whatever. Shut the fuck up anyway. But if you go through life with no L's, no losses, no anything like that, you're not challenging yourself. You understand? You're not challenging yourself. You're not trying to make yourself better. You're not doing things to change the way you want your life set up.
You saying that? One of our little cousins just sent me a video. My young boy, that's my young boy Bambi. You see, my young boy Bambi just sent me a video, and he was. Like,
real quick, hold on. I want you to keep talking.
Don't even lose my thought.
Man. No.
Good one, you're talking exactly.
Bobby sent your video. Don't forget that. But real quick, the fact that he said that, Bobby gonna be so hyped, man. I hope he can. I'm gonna tell him when he watches this episode to record his reaction, because I want to post it.
And make him stream, because he be doing his little videos,
man.
yo.
Because he be talking about how he want to help us with this John and everything.
Yeah.
You know, eventually I'm gonna get everybody involved.
You gonna be a little edit guy. You gonna see my camera walking around right here.
That's funny as hell. Go ahead.
All right, see, that's what I'm saying.
Go.
Because what you was just talking about, that's what I'm saying.
You said Bobby sent you a video.
Well, anyway, I see now I kind of know what you're talking about. I know what I'm talking about the video. He sent me a video. He was kind of like, I guess, like happy about himself for doing something, but he'll put the laughing emoji like I just did his speech. I just did Kai's speech, right? Let me see if I still got the message. That's all I'm bringing up.
Oh, his motivational speech on his stream?
Yeah.
Yo.
No, because you was talking about don't be afraid to take the loss. Just do it.
Right, yeah.
So this, look. He said, did Kai's speech, right? He sent me the video. Bro, he put like the laughing emoji, like, but I know deep down he did it because he tried something. Because remember, he always talks about he wants to stream, he want to do
streaming.
He don't care, he's watching them, whatever. So I was like, it's actually good. I said, hey, man, you set a goal in your speech, you chasing it, and you're actually trying. I give you props, chase your dreams, and grind. That's how we talk to the young boys. Right. He hearts it. I said, even if things don't work out how you want it, you always try, and that's more than enough. The fact that you're trying, like the streamers, they know you get 1 viewer to 100 viewers to 100,000.
Right.
No matter what, if you got that one or if you don't got none, you're trying something. So the fact that my young boy is doing it, if you're gonna take the L, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Remember, I told you. Remember that we know that you try, and you know the shit that we're doing right now with our little squad that we got. Soon we're gonna let our audience know, but we're trying something. And I always tell you, I know I bring it up a lot. I be like, bro, even if we fail with what we're doing right now, at least we tried it, because we spoke about it many times. How just a normal person would do it, but they wouldn't try it.
Right.
They'll just speak about it.
Going over that little hump.
Nah, do it.
My thing too. Happy you said that, because I want to say this.
We're going off topic.
Yeah, we kind of last thing, so we could like wrap it up about the grieving part. Yeah. It's great that he said that, because, like I said from the beginning, y'all might watch the previous episode and whatever.
We're gonna come back to a lot of stuff. I know our episode.
I like to say just do it, like Shia LaBeouf.
Where's my Nike shirt? I don't got nothing. My socks and Nike pants.
Always on the Nike stuff.
Sandals.
Always.
I got 3 things. Just do it. Yeah, he was like,
just
do it.
Yeah.
But that guy real though. I like him.
the just do it part. You gotta understand, right? Some people say like, "Oh my gosh, shut up." Some people can't do that. You're right. Some people can't just do it. Some people can't just try it. I get it. Financial.
Now you see outside very funny. You remember the movie Spanglish with Adam Sandler and the girl? She was like, "Just try it on. Just try it."
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
she's
like, so I'm just trying. Like you
say,
yo,
movie,
just do it. Just try it. Just try. Because remember, and the fitting her, the girl. That's a lesson. She was like, "It doesn't fit me.
Yeah.
Just try it." And she forced her. She was like, "Oh my God, you fixed it." So it could go good for you or it could go bad, but no matter what,
right.
Just do it.
But if you just do it, you gotta understand, right? And this is not for the extreme people, because some people do the extreme and they sell everything they own and go try something. I'm not saying for those extreme people, but yes, you can still do that.
You really believe in your heart. You talking about a big risk? Sometimes, but some people, and I hope I don't got to go through it, but I've seen people do it sometimes. I feel like they went through a midlife crisis real quick and they think they know what they're doing, but sometimes realistically it's probably better for you. But you know what? I still can't knock you for that. You know what?
No.
You did it.
No.
You did it. And no matter what, you had a plan and you did it. So do it.
For my little advice for some of you guys that want to try something small, who want to just make that little tweak in your life to be like, I don't want my life so normal. You understand? Go ahead, try it. Because think about it this way. If you try something and it fails, the worst that's going to happen is you going back to the life you already had.
Yeah, and I always read something
You're not going to take
big.
something to go under that. You're going to go back to the life you already had.
Yeah.
You understand? The life you have already.
Even
if
you invested a couple $1,000, you lost it, you're still going to go back to your stuff. If you, whatever it may be. That's why I tell the young boys, I tell the older guys, I tell the women, people I meet in general, I tell you, I tell our brothers, just do it. Just do it. You got to stop burping. You ain't eating nothing.
Yo, you know what I just tasted when I burped though?
Nasty.
The White Castle.
Man, I came in clutch with that shit, right? Don't lie.
That shit was good.
Bro, that got 30 White Castle burgers last night.
I ate 25 of them.
Shout out to that VR spot one yesterday. That shit was lit. Damn, I just did it. I kept saying I wanted to go do the VR full body experience. I just did it. Guess what? It was a good thing.
Damn, come on, man. You keep fucking distracting me.
It's not. I'm talking about just doing this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about just
go
doing
back.
it.
If you try something, you took that L. I'm going to be real cheesy here. Fuck you guys that want to make fun of me. It's not really an L, it's a lesson.
You gotta stop saying fuck people.
Because, man, people piss me off.
That's why
it's not
insecure too.
People piss me off, man, and I'm such a good person that I just...
He says it like that, but at the end of the day, this guy, you talk to him, anybody can come and talk to him. And the real people that know you will understand that. And I hope when we get a new audience, they'll see us like, yo, that bull, holy funny shit. I always do that.
But
like,
I do be doing that, though. I'm not saying I'm tough. Trust me, I'm far from the toughest guy, whatever.
You're not, because
I will tell you to your face, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I would do that. So, you know, and it doesn't mean
that's
not
if you're talking serious, though. If you're talking serious, he would still let you speak.
Yeah. I might still tell you, even when we're talking serious, I'm like, yo, come on, you talking all that dumb shit. But that doesn't mean I hate you. Does not mean I hate you. I don't hate anyone. I don't have enemies.
Yeah, that's
I don't have ops. For all you gangsters out there, I don't have any ops. But
yeah, only ops I got is Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, fuck
it. Nah.
But
no, that's my ego stuff down here.
Yeah, man, if you try something and it doesn't work, you're going back to your regular life you had already. You gotta understand that, man.
So
sometimes
the biggest thing, that's what you gotta see. So when you got that group where you got yourself, where you're telling yourself goals every day, like I want to do something, do this, man. Whatever it is for you to try. Some things are unachievable in certain situations in your life, but if you're able to try what you're trying, because I thought we wasn't gonna be able to. I knew we would go and try what we're doing right now. I don't even know if it's going to succeed or not. Even with our podcast, I don't know if it can succeed to the way we want it.
Right.
But we're trying it. We're 5 episodes in, boy.
Yeah, for real.
We're trying it. So it's like, you know, and if I go through episode 1 and when we started to episode now, I can tell how much more comfortable I was in episode 1. So how I'm now feeling.
Episode 1 was a wild. I think that's why I didn't want to do it no more.
And I kept trying to tell him
I hated it too, man.
It was crazy. Like,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you had to watch.
It's gonna be probably crazy. I'm about to just delete it.
I hate it. I hate it.
No, the vibe got better when we got in my.
I hated episode 1.
No, we wasn't there like this.
Yo, I told you we
small ass desk.
We didn't have no setup. Like we just do that.
No, but you got a cool setup. I just bought a GoPro too, so we're gonna try to do like little edits with that.
Yeah.
Put on a tripod. Anyway, we going far from ourselves.
I think our first guest is gonna be like Obama too. He hit me back up, but
yeah, I'll get Joe Biden out here with him. It is what it is. And we get Trump over here and they all can rumble. Like let it mix up.
Yeah. But man, but yeah, man, just try, bro. Like Just try. Do whatever you think would just make you a little more happy. You just try it. Just do
the unknown.
If you got a goal, some people right. What's big right now? People selling fucking clothes. No, I'm saying like
I know.
What people want to do to like change their life. People,
a lot of things that they're doing. Like I guess something on the side they can do. A lot of people are starting to like little brandings. I don't know. A lot of them I know they're doing it not the proper way, but that's to each their own.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are doing like their own brand. They want to do like their own branding of clothes and stuff and like that. And I support that. You know, there's people that's doing.
It's gonna be hard because everybody in their fucking grandma selling that shit.
I want to say what we doing because I do want to speak about that. I guess when we actually finish it, but I feel like that's a good thing, especially for small groups. Exactly how we doing it. Like,
man, fuck that. We got our first rental property.
Damn, you going? Say, I thought you was gonna just say
I don't give a fuck. We try to hide it only because like we feel like there's a few.
By the time this episode come out, we should have a render because this
is
like weird.
There's a few secret haters. There's a few secret haters, and I'm not saying that because I feel like there's anything that I have that you should hate off me. I'm a regular fucking guy. People that we know. All our viewers, a regular fucking job, who has a regular fucking life, and I'm just trying to do a few. I
only
things
want to talk about because I want to say how we tried it. We always spoke of it. Now we're trying. That's why I tell him all the time that I don't know if it's going to succeed. I don't know if we could get a renter in there. I don't know if we could flip it. I don't know if we're going to have somebody that's going to take care of our property. But yeah.
And that's everyday questions. You know? I mean, we were just at the property, yesterday?
Yesterday working on it.
We was working on it.
And that's one thing about us. We grind. Like, we work 5 days.
We talked about it.
We go there after work. We don't be partying on weekends. We're grinding.
Something just bit me.
You better stop playing. This ain't Kai room. Remember they said Kai bed bugs?
Something just bit me.
Anyway, we're trying to stuff and we're grinding towards it. And if it doesn't work out, you know, I already told him that I'll be glad even if we got to sell the house and take a loss or we just cut this out a year from now. I'll be glad knowing that I tried it.
Yeah, we just tried it. I mean, bought a fucking house in Philly in the hood.
We tried it, yeah.
And go try
we opened this LLC literally one year ago from today. We opened it 12 months from today. It took us like 4 or 5 months to get a small 10K loan. We're talking about a little process about it.
Yeah, we tried.
Like we were taking. I was about that. We were talking about some days how we were upset with ourselves, how we should have had the property, how banks are not doing this for us. But yo, we was finding ways throughout the whole time with our little team, and we made it happen. I can probably say that we bought our first crib, man. You know what's crazy? Like me, you, and our little brother, we in there. You see me?
No, it's not only us.
No. We got two
homies too.
Two of our homies.
Our closest friends.
Yeah, and we're grinding, so and we all work jobs. We're all parents except my little brother.
We're all busy as fuck.
Like last week, I worked the 6 days that week because my job getting busy. I went right after work, and you looked at the like, yo, we came here on a weekend on our days off. Or me, I came on a double shift to come out here to grind. It's like we're doing something for ourselves, and like you say, the biggest thing that you probably can end it with that's your stuff, or probably steal your shit, is like, yo, make them sacrifices.
No,
even when you're uncomfortable.
And I know this episode not about that. It's about more like grieving, but
no. Yeah.
Like we said, we're just gonna be fucking talking, man. It is what it is. Yeah. And I'm sorry that we changed it up. Yeah, well,
it has a little more comfortable. Tied with it because with grieving is like just do it too. Like
hold on, I want to express something else real quick. You might see us cursing a little more and doing a little more dumb shit, but we're getting comfortable, man. I feel like the other episodes we recorded, we're trying to keep it in a way of
professionalism.
Kind of, and we got certain boundaries.
We just want people to respect who we are, like the natural us, I guess.
Yeah, we just came up with the thought today, like that's not really us, man. Like we're
no, we're like that. We was talking about real shit still.
No. I guess we was kind of like more of keeping it on a guideline almost.
Yeah, for like. Remember the first episode? I remember I cursed and I whispered and I was like, "Can I curse on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah, so like we now I feel like we're becoming more comfortable. We're trying to be ourselves, what people know. Like, I don't want somebody that really know us and when they watch the episode, be like,
that's what we said episode 1. Sorry, because I was very.
That shit was the cringiest fucking episode.
We talked about some stuff, but it was like it wasn't comfortable. I'm about to delete it.
No, we're not doing this.
But hopefully, you're gonna have to put a disclaimer on the first video. Like, it gets much better and much more comfortable.
No, they cool. Whatever. Y'all got something to say in my face, I'll knock you. I'm just playing. But nah, man, yeah. Back to grieving. People grieve differently. Don't knock nobody for the grieving. They grieve differently. I just want to express that because I heard a few things in the weeks after our personal loss that now all of a sudden this person didn't care. That's why this person didn't care. Oh, you see how they act and they never fucking cared. And don't knock nobody.
Don't knock somebody for their grieving process.
Everybody.
If anything, you gotta be there.
I just twirled my hair.
That's crazy. That's what happens when you live with all girls. But that you can't do that because that's straight up wrong. Because
man, everybody agrees differently.
But you know what? Again, we do live in a sick world almost. There's a lot of
there's
people,
always competition and
sad that there's humans that won't.
They want to put you down. Yeah, they just live off of that. They live off of the drama. We have people in our family that loves drama, that loves the gossip, and it's just too much, man. And I know a lot of older generations that say, "Oh, you young kids are different now, this and that." No, it's not that we different. It's like we express ourselves more. I feel like that's what it is. Like, we kind of express ourselves more. So people are like, "Oh, y'all always crying and bitching." It's not that. Like,
I mean, a
lot of the old heads, man. A lot of us, we know they dying miserable, bro. Like, they dying miserable.
I'm finding ways to express it now. The ways I couldn't talk it as a kid now, I'm gonna talk my shit now just because I'm adult and I do my own thing. I got my own thing. Nobody can tell me nothing. And I don't mean that in a cocky way or nothing. It's more of like, now I could speak about my stuff. I can speak about helping us. I could do these things because I choose to. Who's gonna stop me from it? Nobody. That's the government come kicking my doors.
Yeah, that's how a lot of you guys gotta think, man. A lot of guys gotta think like that. Like, who's gonna tell you something? Who's gonna tell you something to live the life the way you want to live it? Yeah, they're gonna say something, but can't nobody really tell you how to do things. Like we say all the time, we don't have a rule book to anything we're saying. We don't even know if anything we're saying.
Just off this grieving episode, like this wasn't this was all off the dome, and it's just like,
yeah, man.
This how much easier and comfortable it should be to speak about mental health. It should literally be a topic that if somebody's going through something, it don't gotta be a topic, whatever it is. Just speak about it comfortable how we just did. We just laughed about a lot of deep mental health stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we also got a little sentimental about it. And then we also got a little angry about certain stuff. And it's like, that's how you should be able to express your mental health. Like, after doing this episode today, it helped me my mental health a little bit better today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, and I hope I help, like, when somebody but watch this video, I hope they could react to a certain way, I hope that it can help them. I'll say that every episode because it's true. That's the goal for me. My personal goal with this YouTube channel, our socials and all that is to help people. It's my personal goal.
Yeah, 100%.
Help people, help myself, help others. So I guess we can wrap it up soon if you want to leave.
I feel like we talked about a lot. I don't want to keep going off topic. I want people to understand.
Yeah.
We're talking about grieving in different ways.
I know we always leave them with something. So
if you want to leave them with something, let them know. Tell them
I told you, I think I was going to take your stuff. Like, you've been telling me all week, it's been implemented in my head, and I always think about it. I said that word miscorrectly. I said implemented or something like that. Anyway, my thing is, you somebody to just do it too, is the, sacrifice. Sacrifice for what you want. Sacrifice for the unknown. Sacrifice your personal time. Sometimes sacrifice some sleep. Sacrifice a meal or two if you need to lose the weight. No, I'm playing with that. But in this lifetime that you're living,
food is too good.
Yeah, sacrifice. Don't be afraid to sacrifice.
Yeah, and I just want to piggyback off what he's saying. I mean, sacrificing is never going to be easy. That's why it's called sacrifice. You sacrifice, but if you want your life to be different, you have to. You have to sacrifice certain things. You have to. There's no excuse to it. You guys have to understand. There's no excuse. There's no going around a sacrifice. I want my life different. I'm gonna sacrifice. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with, man. Because I want somebody to take this and turn up a notch. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to, if you're going through a slump right now, get out that slump. Stand up, get up, walk it off, shrug it off, and go do what you're born in this world to do, and that's be great. You know what I mean? So go sacrifice and do what you got to do. But I don't know what you want to leave. Go Eagles today because we playing a great team today. The Steelers. Let's get it. So that's all.
I want y'all to leave with is I'm gonna take it back to the grieving and stuff like that. Take your time. Take your time grieving. Don't rush it. You're hurting. Understand that you are hurting. You're gonna say things you don't mean. You're gonna say things that you don't know even what you're talking about. You're gonna think crazy thoughts.
Absolutely, it's part of it.
You're gonna think crazy thoughts, and I want you to understand, you're never alone. To the random person that is watching this or come across this clip, we should start doing that. I think we're gonna talk to Mommy about that, clipping our shit. Put some clips.
I told you that. I told you to make a little reels, like of certain things. Like, I feel like certain parts of our podcast, like throughout the hour and a half, we're gonna have certain parts that really said, "Boom, damn, I like that." Let's put an edit. Let's put it as a clip. Put it as a reel. That's gonna touch the audience. Is gonna touch us.
Yeah, this right here is just grieving, man. Just understand. You're gonna grieve. It's gonna hurt. Don't rush it. Please don't rush it. Take your fucking time. Can nobody tell you how to grieve? And
I'm gonna say this to piggyback off that, like you did mine, is be careful, because when you're going through these hard processes and hardships in life, I advise people to not act out of your emotion. Like I said, emotion is part of you.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, but personally, from my own personal stuff, I noticed that when I act out of emotions, or when I did in my past, or if I currently do, because I still do sometimes, I make mistakes. Sometimes it's not the way to handle things. Do not act out of your emotion. Make sure you're at least 90% good when you're about to act out of something. I don't want it to come out of malice or anger or hate or sadness. Don't be emotional when you act out of something, because recently, I had a phone call with Mom, and, Mom gets very emotional about a lot of stuff, and then I was able to change her mindset, like, that ain't happening, that's all in your head.
Right.
So you should have waited before you called me to announce this with me. And I say this because I love my peoples. But anybody, don't act out of emotion when it comes to things.
Control yourself.
Control yourself first. If you need some help, pick up the phone and call somebody, or go out there and get some help. Honestly, because again, grieving is a big thing. And
grieving is a big thing. My heart goes out
to everybody that's grieving
right now. Take your time. Understand that. Take your time.
Take your time. Yeah, let it process.
Your mental's going to come to you. Yes. That's what's going to come down to your mental.
It's going to play battle with you. It's going to come down to you versus you.
Understand, man. Don't let them dark ass thoughts. I know I can't mess it up. Do not let them dark ass thoughts fuck with you, man. Because it is. It 100%. Definitely is. But don't let it get to that point. Listen, talk to me. Talk to him. Talk to our YouTube channel. Talk to something. If you don't want to talk to a professional like me, I'm against talking to the professional shit, because I feel like all they're going to tell you is what they study, and there's nothing to knock them. Trust me, it's nothing to knock them, because some people can help some people. But then I feel like some of them probably are in there because they experience some life stuff too, and they're probably like, I'm here to help. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm going to get into.
One of our cousins says that recently, like, one of our older cousins, he was saying it on a phone call. I want to wrap this up, but he was saying that, like, he don't like racist people because of the fact that not all genders are going to, not all race are going to act the same. You know what I mean? Like, we're Spanish, so I can speak about the Spanish community. Not all of us are going to be ratchet. Not all of us are going to blast music. Not all of us are going to be bad. Not all of us are going to be good. Like, same with cops. Not all of them are bad cops. We see some stuff on social media like, oh my God, fuck the cop, fuck them. They did this, they do this. Oh, they're all racist. Not everybody's like that. So I said with psychiatrists, when they go in, they're not all of them are in there for money or a career. Some of them are probably in there because they experience some life stuff. They
of course.
They know they can help people. Like when I went to the prisons, I knew I was helping some of them guys talk. Cause I'm like, bro, I'm in the same street you was. I grew up in Philly like you, and I went through some trauma shit. Me and you just went down a different path. You're sitting behind this door.
You blamed everybody. I took accountability. That's all it comes to.
Possibly. Or you was just in the wrong situation. Whatever it was, that we probably could live the same life, but we're in different sides of the door. So, not everybody in that field or whatever is going to be, how you say I don't really trust them sometimes. Right. I'm letting you know.
I'm not knocking them, though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want
you to think like that. If you want to talk to them, go talk to them. If you feel like that's the best way, that's the best way.
I don't want you to think like that, because
just talk.
I know people that go into that type of work. One of our cousins in that type of work, and I know she's been through stuff. And she's actually like, I know she's going to be able to help.
But like I said, though, everything we say, don't take it for face value. A lot of things we say, we just going to say it. And it doesn't mean that we're knocking anyone. But I'm just against
we're not professionals.
Exactly. I'm just against that. I feel like I can't go to an office and talk to somebody and they're going to tell me, hey, and they give me a bottle of pills. Like, nah, fuck all that. I'm going to go talk to my homie and I'm going to go cry in front of my homie.
But then versus some people, they would take it because they help alter their brain chemistry or whatever you call it. I'm not a professional, I don't know, but I heard from medicine that it helps people. Yeah. So each his own. You know what I mean? So we ain't knocking nobody.
I'm just saying. But yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna take it away with. But grieving, take your time, don't rush it, but don't work on your mental. Always a workout. I'm gonna keep repeating that. It's a workout, man.
Yeah, soon I'm gonna have my little workout station out here. So when we say something crazy, I'm gonna make them go over there and do a bench press.
Yeah. That's cool. I got a 6-pack coming in soon. It's loading right now.
6-pack of mics for him.
Hold on, pause, because you said Mike's. It's Mike's Hard
Lemonade. Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That's my shit, man.
I'm real drinkers would know. I'm a real drinker, but I'm on my sobriety shit.
But yeah, man. Thank you guys for giving us something to talk about. Yeah. Thank you guys that's watching this, man. Thank you for our three fucking viewers. But thank you whoever it is, man. We don't
whatever you need to thank today, thank for waking up. That's my thing. Whatever you got to thank for today.
I'm sorry I'm moving so much. I'm trying to keep myself warm. It's cold. You guys don't understand how cold it is down here, right? But yeah, man. I think it's good, man. We out there.